ADA compliance, super important for websites. It really comes down to adding title tags and alt tags to every image, and ideally you can get a title tag that describes what every single link is going to do. If we can get title tags on all of our buttons and things, that's great. If we can get alt tags on all the images, that's almost enough to protect us. But there are some things that we need to do, like ensure we have high contrast between image and background elements so that it can actually be read. There is a tool made by userway.org that they offer it's about $50 a month for actual, they call it 90% ADA compliance. But the free one, this free code right here, offers us 20% compliance. And I think if we do our due diligence of whenever we're making a website, adding in alt tags for every image and adding in title tags for every single link, and then you combine that with adding some kind of free software like this, we're able to justify our best effort to be compliant for ADA. And yes, all websites need to be ADA compliant. It's a new law. It's not that new, but it's definitely a law now that we have to comply with. Just as if you were a store, if you had a second floor, you'd need a working elevator, or we need a ramp. In the same way, you need to comply with ADA compliance for a website. So no further ado, I've got a website here. I'm going to be adding compliance to it, and here's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to go to the back end of the site. I'm using Oxygen Builder. Get into Oxygen Builder, go to my templates. So now I'm going to go to my template. I'm going to go to my main template. The main template is where I have my header, footer, and my inner content. This is the repeating element on all pages. Go to that page. I take my code that I have here. In this code, I've picked position 5 here. Customize this to be the lower left-hand corner. Close this one up. There you go. It's thinking. Okay, go to my structure panel. Get in here. I like to add it in my footer. In my header is where I've got my other code for, compliance for Google Analytics. So here in my footer, go to my footer, add a code block, PHP, copy everything out of it, paste in my ADA compliance. Now I would like the ADA compliance. It's going to use its default color, you can see here. So I'm actually going to open up Gain Wisdom, the site here. I'm going to get this color right here. So I'm going to get my primary color that I'm using. I just hit right click, inspect, get my actual kind of gold color that we're using. Close this out. Replace that gold color and then uncomment this line. So now the only line that I altered was that I'm using data position 5, which will put it in the lower left-hand corner, and that I'm using the actual color. So I'm going to apply this code. One thing I also want to do is we can leave it in the footer, or we can make this code block just below the footer, which is fine by me, because then I can see it. And I'm going to make the code block called ADA compliance software. That way I can find it later when I want to come back and adjust these things. Don't worry about this error. And I'm going to save this. Let me check this out. Refresh. Let it load. There's that script with the same gold color. And there I have at least 20% plus compliance. Combine that with adding image, alt tags, and adding title tags on your links, and you should be at least safe. Now, you should be, if you're really concerned and you have high-level clients, you should be offering them the paid version of this, and then you install it for them and just pass on the cost to them, or have them pay for it directly, make their account, and then you install it. So there you have it. There is a free version of ADA compliance software. The last step in this case would be to purge my Rabbit Loader, because I'm seeing it here, but if I go in an incognito window, that's the actual final step. So I'm going to go to Rabbit Loader, because this is my speed software. So it basically, I'm clearing all my cache. I purge all my pages. Once that's done, I'm actually going to purge SG cache, which is SiteGround cache itself. And now if I go back to the main page, I should be able to open this link in an incognito window That's the actual test because I'm not logged in, and there you see it. If I try to test it when I'm logged in as administrator, it's always going to show me the newest cache version. So testing it in incognito window is the final test to make sure that it's actually working the way you want. There you have it.